always forget to unloop that because I have it looping, so then I can start it right at the beginning, and I always forget to unloop the intro. So how's everybody doing? I am Pam, and this is Off the Hook, and welcome. So how's everybody doing tonight? I am doing pretty good. Spring has sprung in Tennessee, and therefore, allergies. Hello, Miss Adele, and Sonja, and Chris K, Miss Kimberly, and Moonrose, and Candy, and Dawn. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? And let's see. I think I got everybody. Miss Sonja, I think I said you. If not, hello and welcome in. So y'all, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my panel guest here. Give me just a second. Miss Nancy.
Hey, everyone.
So tonight's live, I'm bumping my my camera. I've got y'all on the little tiny table because I still haven't put my desk together yet. Hopefully this weekend. Hopefully. But I wanted to show y'all. Okay, so after the live, I finished my square last week. Is this the one? Nope. There it is. I think I may have finished it on the live. So there's that one. That's the one I did in the half double with my log cabin square. And then after it ended, I did this one. And then I was like, oh no, let's do another one. So then I did this one, which I'm liking the sedge stitch granny square thingy in the middle. But then I made another one.
Oh, that's mine.
So then I made this one. And this is a corner to corner moss stitch. So what I think, hey Amanda, welcome in. So I've done,
Hello, Amanda.
I didn't do a border around that one. So I did another one and I put a border around it. So I think it'll help it hold its shape a little better. And then I'm going to do, but I think this is going to be my square. I'm not going to redo this one, even though it keeps like getting all a little cockeyed there. Hey, Noe. So I think I'm just going to leave it as is. It'll be okay. It's going to have to be.
Hey, Dawn.
So, but yeah, so I'm thinking this is what I'm going to do. Hey, Jerry, welcome in. So I just wanted to show y'all that. But I figured tonight's live might be a little shorter than normal because y'all don't want to listen to me like sniffling the whole time. And I got it off right now, or I got it temporarily stopped at the moment. So, but eventually my meds will wear off and I'll start dripping again. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to work on a washcloth, and I'm going to be using this, which is the Sugar and Cream Scrub Off, which I like this. I know a lot of people don't. I also don't mind this. I don't mind this either. Thank you, Dawn, and everybody else that said they like it. Kimberly said those are awesome. Thank you. Candy said if everybody could say a little prayer for her. She doesn't know if everybody's heard, but she has a tiny leak in the valve of her heart, been seeing a lot of the cardiologists. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. So I thought if I have time, I may work on this one too, because this, you don't want to do a stitch that's got a lot of, you can do a simple stitch with this because you can't see the stitch definition in it anyway. But I'm going to use this one, I do believe. That is my thought process at the moment anyway.
There we go.
If I can find the center to pull this bad boy out.
Nana Michelle, hello.
There we go. Hey, Nana Michelle.
She says she's working on a beautiful friend shawl.
Awesome. Alrighty. I'm going to flip my camera around.
Me too.
And I forgot to test this. Miss C, welcome in. She says, hello all. Miss C here. Hello. Hello, Miss Angela.
Angela.
She is working on a turtle. Awesome. Y'all, I've got paper at my feet, so if y'all hear me kicking it, I'm trying to like kick it out the way. Because that's how I clean. I move stuff from one spot to another spot.
That's how I do it until the spots get lower and lower.
Yep. Okay.
That's how it works.
Let me see if I can fix this camera.
I'm gonna switch mine too.
That'll work right there. Okay.
There we go.
And I don't know what is clicking on my desk. I keep moving stuff around. So if y'all hear it ticking, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I think it might be because I have it propped up. They're like kind of overlapping. My laptop stand and the camera stand are overlapping. So I think it's just rocking and creaking.
I don't hear it, so.
Okay.
I've made all kinds of altered notebooks, with paper, fabric, and today I'm making a cover with the half double, which is going to do that. I'm going across. I'm going around up and down this way.
Yeah.
This way.
Are you going to do like a little pocket?
I do. I'm gonna do like one of those old fashioned paper covers.
Yep.
Like I did with the fabric ones. So this is actually going to be on the inside.
Right. I used to love making those
and come out and come around the back and the front.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, since next month stitches the shell stitch, do the shell stitch on the outer edge.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll take care of the half double for this month and the shell stitch for next month. And this will be and I'm using the puzzle yarn. I'm not sure what colorway this is, but it's the leftover from when I did my cardigan a few years ago. So I'm hoping that it's enough to cover the whole thing.
Hopefully it will be. Let me scroll back up. Miss Noe is working on a pink sunflower bag. Awesome. Everyone is welcoming each other in. And Miss C said that looks like a good moss stitch yarn. I know, right? That would be good. But here's what this little square looks like up closer. Maybe it'll focus in. Focus, or not. But that is, so it goes this way. Because it's corner to corner. Alrighty. Let's get started on the half double crochet washcloth. Since this one has scrubby yarn in it, I think I'm only going to do it 20 across. I think. That is my plan. Donna's going to go check on the strawberry jam. Ooh, yummy. Kimberly says, fun, Nancy.
I've done all kinds of covers, and I've never done a crocheted one. Let's see how it looks. And guess what, Pam? This ball of yarn is from the one I was about to sell. So I went in there and go, what do I have in here? I'm like, oh, this is pretty. I wonder if this is enough. I had another one, but I didn't think it was going to be enough. I'll bring that one over so you can see. But I can make maybe something smaller with that yarn.
Yeah, so I did a chain of 22, I think. This ticking is getting on my nerves. Stop now.
I thought this would be a cute cover too, but I don't think I had enough because it's a much smaller ball. You see?
Oh yeah, I don't think that one would have been enough, but that's so pretty. I like those colors. Hey, Michelle, welcome in.
So pretty, but you know what? I see a headband coming.
Yes. Yes. Alrighty, y'all. So I did a chain of 22, and now I'm going to work in the third chain from the hook.
If I'm not mistaken, this is
all the way across.
It's either a red heart soft Or I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby because
Oh,
of the
okay.
sheen.
I think I have that color. I think
Michelle Crochets
it
and
might be.
Crafts. Hello.
So, Michelle, I am working on a washcloth, and Miss Nancy is doing a book cover, and I will make us equals since she's showing what she's working on so y'all can see both. If you're
Should
following along with me, I did a chain of 22, and now I'm going to do a half double crochet in each and every stitch across, and then I'm just going to continue that on until I get it as long as I want it.
And I'm making a cover for this composition notebook, which is going to be like, you know, those old book covers where you make a pocket on the inside to slide it in, and it's going to wrap around all the way to the back.
I
And
may
half
have to
double
make.
crochet,
I
which
think I'm gonna
was
have.
my favorite stitch until Pam showed me the sedge stitch.
Well, see, I was really digging the lemon peel, which I still do. I like them, but I really, really like the sedge stitch a lot.
Well, I haven't done the lemon peel, so who knows? The order of stitches may change throughout this year.
But you gotta have the simple stitches, the basic stitches, the foundation stitches. You have to have those too
Yeah,
to do the others because without the half double, we wouldn't have been able to do the sedge.
true.
Noe
Zoe
said she
says she
found some
found some
honeycomb
honeycomb fabric.
fabric.
Oh, at
Uh-huh.
Dollar Tree.
Woohoo!
Oh, you're gonna use the fabric for the lining, Noe?
That'd be nice. Hey, Darcia, welcome in.
I have
Michelle
to
said
check
she's.
my Dollar Tree when I go next time.
Is it the yellow with the orange honeycomb? And Michelle said she's working on the Bavarian stitch. I made a Bavarian stitch blanket for my niece
See,
a while
I've been crocheting for over 40 years, but I've been using basic stitches. I've never ventured out into the other stuff.
Now
And
it's time.
now I'm adding to my arsenal.
There you go. Because a lot of the stitches I was afraid to try. Like I would look at it in a magazine, I'd be like, nope, and I'd just keep on cruising. And then one day I was like, you know what? I can do that.
Well, the sedge stitch, when you look at it, you're thinking, "Oh my goodness, how does this done?"
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw your tutorial, I'm like, "That's it."
Yep. And that's I mean, and really the basket weave. Hey Rudy, like basket weave and stuff like that. I mean, they look hard or they look complicated, but they're not. They're really not. Okay, y'all. So when I got to the end, I just chained one, turned my work, and now I'm just going to continue on with the half double, half double, half double, half double, till I get it squared off. If anybody has any questions on what we are doing, please feel free to ask, and we will slow it down or show it again.
Hi, Dorcia. I like this yarn because it has so many textures and colors that it'll make the cover not boring with just one solid color.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see look how it's already changing.
Okay, now y'all, normally this right here would bother me, but I'm going to let it roll. I'm not going to back it out and start it over. We're just going to.
Yeah, you pick and choose when you want to actually go back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
You-
last weekend on Kimberly's, I kept cutting the yarn because it's a beautiful yarn, but it also has stripes in it, but I didn't want stripes in my center square. I wanted my center square to be variegated. I just wasn't paying attention that it had stripes. Let's see. Noe says she wants to use the puff stitch and make a little raspberry beret. Oh, that will be cute. Dawn's got us on the laptop in the
Raspberry beret.
kitchen. So, Dawn, are you making homemade strawberry jam? Or are you making freezer jam? Let us know. I like strawberry. It's yummy.
Hola, Maritza.
Hola, Maritza. Welcome in. Oh, I gotta get this one out of the way because it's hooking into that one. Let's get ready to show you something. Oh, I know. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. So I'm thinking that I will do a tutorial on this one when I get to the lemon peel stitch if I keep it the same. Okay. Because this stitch is the moss stitch, which was January stitch. And then using the one I just did, it's going to have a half double crochet border all the way around, which is March's stitch.
Uh-huh.
And then this one here is the sedge stitch, which was February's month, which is February stitch. Okay, but this is, see, it's really, this one right here is the lemon peel.
It's what?
This one's lemon peel.
Okay.
Lemon peel is just a combination of single and double. So you do a single crochet, a double crochet, single, double, single, double. And when you go back the other way, you alternate it. So you do a double crochet on top of each single and a single on top of each double. But you also get a really cool texture. So this is what I usually use for my washcloths because you get a really nice texture. But I've used it for baby blankets too. I've used it for a lot of stuff really, but so yeah. But anyway, that is where we're at. Hey Karen. She said, hello all, been lurking. Well,
Hi,
that's a
Karen.
good time for me to play this right here. That's for everybody that's lurking and listening and crafting. I am often a lurker. I've been lurking in lives all week long. I don't always say hello. I try to, or try to go back afterwards and leave a little something, but sometimes I just get busy, with everyday life and don't get a chance to say howdy. But I'm usually there listening and watching. Yeah. But we do appreciate everybody that's here, whether you're in the chat, lurking, or catching the replay. I thank you very, very much.
Yes.
Because without y'all, guess what? I would just be sitting here talking to myself.
Let me turn my camera so.
Ooh. Karen said she's on the phone talking to her grandson. They have a quilt show coming up this weekend, and she is looking for someone to go with. Oh, fun.
I'll go
Michelle
with
said
you.
she is tired, so I have to leave. Well, bye, Michelle. Thank you for popping in. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
We have the Middle Tennessee Fiber Festival this weekend, which I cannot believe it's already been a year. That is just crazy bonkers to me. And I remember last year it rained during the Fiber Festival, and according to the alert I got when I popped on here, it's supposed to rain again tomorrow.
Oh no.
But my cousin and I are going together, and it's funny because I said, "Hey, do you want to go to the Fiber Festival on Friday?" She's like, "Oh yeah, that sounds great. I'd love to go. I'm dropping Carrie off at noon." So, but then in her text she says Saturday. So I'm like, okay, so are we going Friday or are we going Saturday? So I need to message her later. Or hey, Brandy, if you're listening, text me, girl. If you are lurking in the bushes, or Carrie, if you are lurking for your mama, are you leaving Friday or are you leaving Saturday? Let me know. I'm supposed to go to a baby shower on Saturday, but I have not even started the baby blanket because I forgot that it was this Saturday, and I'm a slacker.
Your snow day blanket.
Oh, girl, you are so right. Look at you.
And it's got a matching beanie.
Yes, it does. That would work. Look at you. Never mind. Haha, just kidding. I I got the blanket. It's already ready. Karen says they have rain coming in Friday night. Almost got all the yard work done, so over this rain. Lisa, I am making a washcloth. And this yarn has got the scrubby yarn and cotton. It's a cotton. Well, actually, it's all cotton. This is cotton too, but this is scrubby and this is smooth cotton. Doing it in the half double.
I got this one.
And Miss Nancy is making a book cover for her notebook. Hey, Earl. Is that Earl or is that Jay?
Yes, he got me my drink pouches.
Ooh, strawberry peach. That sounds good.
And then he said, and then he got me this.
Ooh, salted caramel. That sounds.
And he got himself one the turtle.
Oh, see, I like the turtle.
Honey? I know, but what's the rest of it?
Chocolate caramel pecans is usually a turtle. Yum. Lisa says, nice colors. Why, thank you. Hey, Tank. Welcome in.
Oh, hey, Pam.
Hey, Earl. Lisa says, I didn't quite catch what Nancy is making. Nancy, would you like to show what you're making?
I'm making a cover for this composition notebook. So it's going to have like a pocket on the inside. You know, this part right here is going to be on the inside, like this. So then it's going to come around the front and then around the back. And then it's going to be sort of like the ones I made out of fabric. Well, you know, the ones that you make out of paper bags for high school.
Mm-hmm. I used to love making those and then decorate them, and everybody would sign them and you doodle on them. Nana Michelle says Earl has good taste.
Yes.
I agree. Lisa
of
said
course,
that's a good idea. Lisa said that's a good idea. Oh, right?
Sunday.
I may have to make one of those.
Make one of what?
Speaking of a textured, a book cover.
Yeah, I know because of the thickness of the yarn that it might stick up a little bit, but you can make when you finish the cover itself, you can make a closure or something to keep it closed.
Right.
And who knows what else I'll add to it.
Miss C, please tell me the sedge stitch again. Okay. The sedge stitch is. I'll just do it right here. Are you needing to just like start in the middle of the project, or do you need to start from the beginning? Let me know.
Remember, all of us got sunburned last Saturday?
Yes.
Earl's starting to peel.
Oh no.
He looks like a lizard.
I slithered my way into your heart.
See, Lisa said she needs to get more cotton so she can make some more dishcloths. Yes. Okay, so Miss C, yes, let me know if you need me to start from the beginning. I will grab another piece of yarn and give you a recap on it.
Look, it's another change already.
Ooh, I like it.
There we go. I'm still the camera's still not where I need to. Oh well.
But if you were in the middle of the project and you're just needing a refresher, I can just show you with this yarn when I get back to the solids. Hey Gwen, welcome in.
Hi Gwen.
All right, Miss C. She said I haven't started anything yet. Just saw your blanket and I like the looks of it. Okay. Well, the first thing you need is the sedge stitch is in multiples of 3. So your working stitch count just needs to be a multiple of 3. You can make it as wide as you want, so long as when you start doing the stitch, your total stitch count is a multiple of 3. So let me, because we always got, scrap yarn laying around.
Well, those look cute for her sun bunnies, a little mini sedge stitch blankets.
Mm-hmm. She said, that's okay. I can go back and watch her tutorial. It's all good. I can show you right quick. It's a 1-row repeat. Super duper easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. So I'm just going to do a chain of 10
And Mama Gwen says, I'm making a circular baby blanket right now. She must be knitting.
Ooh, nice. Not necessarily. She could be working in the round. Like
Oh,
making a
that's
circle.
true.
All right, so what I'm just going to do a single crochet foundation row. Let's see, so that I have a total stitch count of 9. And then if you do need it slowed down, then you are more than welcome to go watch the tutorial like you said. I do have a tutorial just for the sedge stitch, and then I also have it for the blanket, the baby blanket, the snow day. Okay, so then when you get to the end, you're going to chain 1 and turn, and then this first stitch, you're going to work a half double, which is the stitch of the month, and then a double crochet in the same stitch. Then you skip 2, and in the third stitch you work a single, a half double,
Let's see which way.
and a double crochet all in the same stitch. Skip 2, and then you repeat that. You do a single, half double, and a double. When you get to the end, you'll have 2 stitches left, so you'll skip 1, and in that last stitch work a single crochet. Then you chain 1 and turn, and then you just repeat it. In that first stitch, work a half double and a double.
Because the chain 1 serves as a single crochet, right?
Well, it's just your turn and chain, but you end with a single. So that finishes out that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is the way I look at it, but you could look at it that way. And then you, but yeah, you could look at it that way. Then you skip 2, and in that single crochet, you'll work that repeat, which is a single, half double, and a double. Then you'll just continue working that as long as you want your project. Skipping 2 and repeating the sedge stitch, which is the single, half double, double. The only time you don't work the whole thing is at the very end, when you skip 1 and work a single crochet in the last stitch.
Mama Gwen said she used that stitch on a baby blanket last week. It makes a beautiful blanket.
Nice. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It gives it a little texture. It works up really quick. I like it. Yeah, we're going to bring my camera up just a little bit because I keep seeing that it's, y'all can see my floor, all my messiness, my lap. There we go. Alrighty, back to the half double. Doo, doo, doo. It's getting hot in my room. All these lights beating down on me. It's got to be what it is. Oh, and now I'm out of the camera. Hold up. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. Just sitting here crocheting along. Y'all just looking at the table.
It's a pretty table.
This came from Walmart. It is a TV tray, an oversized TV tray. I think is how it was labeled.
I do like that shelf you got.
Yeah, I do too. It's not the one I went for, but it's the one they had in stock, so it's the one I got, and it fit perfect where I wanted it to go.
That's the best part.
Exactly. Hey, Bridget, welcome in. Miss C
Hey,
says,
Bridget.
thank you. I just needed a refresher. Well, you are so very welcome.
That's what we're here for. Any questions, comments, inquiries?
Yes. Yeah, they're saying on my little alert, back to rain, heavy rain coming.
Oh
It said,
no.
told me to click to see when. So I guess I need to click to see when.
What I'm thinking, if I don't have enough of this yarn,
Mhm.
that I might make the flaps that are on the inside a different yarn since you don't see it.
That would work.
So
So is that shades of like gray and or is it got black or is it?
it's grays and whites and not whites but tans, and
So is that like a dark gray or is it black? Is it
it's a dark gray or a dark brown, but more like it. I can't tell. But like I said,
Damn.
if there's not enough of this yarn to go to make it for the flaps on the inside, I can use something similar in shade on the
Right. That's what I
inside.
was thinking. Yeah. I mean, and you could even do black. I mean, just do black and then you could
And
do
I'm
like a
looking at it, and it started out. I may have to go back because look, I thought it was gonna be too tight, and look how far it passes the notebook. I don't think I like that.
hey Cindy, welcome in.
You
Lisa
know what I
says she
mean?
loves the colors you're using, Nancy.
I may have to go back and take out a couple stitches because I don't
Mm-hmm.
want it to be
Growing.
too flappy on the outer edges here. You see, it's like a half inch above and a half inch below.
Yep, I can see that.
I don't like that. Okay, rip it before I go
See,
in.
y'all, this is how we create. It's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah, I've never
Y'all
done
were,
this before.
if y'all were watching last weekend when I showed y'all how to make the log cabin, that one I just did and went with it. But the one on that I flowed through over to Nancy's and Kimberly's, I frogged it a lot. I'd make it, I'd be like, nope, don't like it.
So you think taking off
Froggery.
2 stitches would be enough?
I can't see the top of the notebook. Line it up with the top. There we go.
It's lined up with the top right now.
And
So
how
here
many do you have hanging over the bottom?
I have 3. So I think taking
It's
2
gonna
out.
have a little bit of give. Now, are you
Yeah,
going to add stitches when you sew the flap down?
I was gonna do a single crochet around the edge so I can sew the flap on the top here. I was gonna do
Uh-huh.
single crochet.
So that'll help hold it stretched out. I would probably take out 3
3. Okay.
because it's gonna stretch if you've got 3 hanging over. Now, if you wanted to have a little bit of leeway, you could take out 2. What does everybody think in the chat?
I like my notebooks nice and snug.
Lisa says, happy little accidents, right? That's part of it. So, like, not every time is going to be perfect the first go round. Sometimes it's
Kimberly
trial and
says
error,
3.
and then you got to back it out.
Lisa says 3. So
Kimberly
I'll take
says
out 4.
3. Kimberly says 3.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Debbie. Hey, Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie.
Oh, did I miss Mary? Hold
Mary
on.
came in.
I see people saying hello to Mary. Yep, there she is. Hey,
There
Mary.
she
Welcome
is.
in.
Because you know what? I'm looking for Mary King by itself. She's added hobbies and more to it. So it's a longer name. So
Well, I
take
just
out
missed her altogether
1,
because it just
2,
jumped.
3. Ah.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, this
Oh, no, that was fast.
there 3. Okay. No, because when I did, for some reason, when I do the first row, it feels tight, but as you go and add more rows, it starts to, I guess, stretch. Is that how?
Mm-hmm. What I
It's
usually do,
weird.
I try to make my chain super loose because my chains are always really tight. Usually.
Because I did that. I did this, and it's like, oh, that's pretty tight. So I added 3 more. Hello, Bojan.
Hey, Bojan, welcome in.
So I added the 3 extra, and as I went did the rows, it got longer and longer, it seemed like. So I took out 3 stitches, so we'll see.
Ooh, let's see. Jerry said his corned beef came out like someone knew what they were doing. I think I've made corned beef one time, and it turned out so delicious, but I've not made it again. I don't know why. It was good. I liked it. Bonnie says to Miss C, "Are you following me?" Well, Miss C got here first. I think you followed her. Y'all are following each other. Bonnie says she made corned beef and cabbage yesterday because she didn't get a chance on Sunday, and it was awesome. Yummy, yummy.
I don't think I've ever had corned beef and cabbage.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I did my
St.
first
Patrick's Day.
short on my sketches today
Ooh, yay.
because I've been doing just photos of the sketches. So I thought that people might like to see that from beginning to end instead of just Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But
yeah.
I uploaded it through YouTube on the computer. It's
Right.
15 seconds, so it should be a short, right?
Right.
But YouTube turned it into a video.
That's because when you're uploading it from the computer, for some reason you can't upload a short. You have to upload a short from your phone, which
So
makes no sense.
I made that one private and then re-uploaded it from my phone.
Yeah. Bonnie says, "Oh, okay, I followed her then." LOL. She's laughing. Bonnie or Tank said, "Hold on, let me back up." I think Tank said corned beef is just a brisket, right? I have no idea. When I bought it, it said corned beef, so that's what I just. Bonnie says, "Susan sent me the recipe from a crock pot to an install on the stove, and I did stovetop. Ooh, yum." Mary says, "What are you ladies making?" I am making a dishcloth using half double. Since it's got this little scrubby section, it doesn't need a fancy stitch, so I am using the half double. And Nancy is making a book cover. Hey, Crafty Annie.
And
Miss
hey,
Tammy.
Flower Tammy.
Welcome in, everybody. That is what we are making, and we are talking about corned beef.
It always
Y'all
comes
making
to
me
food.
hungry. Yeah.
It always
I
comes
had
down to food.
leftovers. Yep. I had leftover ham and mashed potatoes and white beans and corn and let's see, cornbread. Lisa says, "Wow, I love the pink and white yarn you're using." Well, thank you. This is some sugars and cream scrub off. I know I'm in the minority here, but I love this yarn. I don't mind it at all. I don't think the scrubby part is too scratchy. But this color is called Energetic Pink. It's not focusing in on it, but trust me, right there it says Energetic Pink.
I have different colors. I think I have a blue one.
And I also don't mind this yarn, which again, I know a lot of people hate it. I don't mind it. I like it. It doesn't bother me.
I have it. I have that one too. I think I have it in pink.
Now let's see. Lisa had meat pie for lunch. I don't know that I've ever had meat pie. I've had shepherd's pie. I don't know if it's the same. Crafty Annie said she prefers fried cabbage and corned beef. I like them both. And Mary said she loves the color. Lulu Cindy says that sounds yummy. And Tank says, "Hi, Jerry. Missed you." Bonnie said, "If it's the same as shepherd's pie, I love shepherd's pie." I kind of think it's a little different, but I don't know. I don't know that I've had it. Or if I've had it, I didn't know that's what it was called. Annie says she does not like boiled cabbage. So Lisa, they're asking what is meat pie? But she said yes, they do get shepherd's pie too. So what is meat pie? Is that kind of like and we have pot pies here. They have meat in them. Hank said she also likes fried cabbage. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
That the lettuce and cabbage and all that green stuff, the doctors told me to lay off.
Oh, really?
Yes, because of my stomach issues,
Mm,
it aggravates it.
gotcha. Bonnie said she likes cabbage anyway. She likes it raw too. And she loves pigs in a blanket. Now, pigs in a blanket for me is not have anything to do with cabbage. It is hot dogs wrapped in a biscuit or a croissant. Let's see. Let me scroll back up here. Lisa says, okay. The meat pie is the same, but without the potato on top. It's pastry all around with meat in it. Okay. Bojan said he started a blanket with Bernat blanket yarn. I have no clue how many stitches I've cast on. And Debbie had shepherd's pie for supper. And now Tank's like, I think I'll make some fried cabbage tomorrow. Crafty Annie said, are you talking about cabbage rolls? Because she said in West Virginia, pig in a blanket is a hot dog and a biscuit. Yep, that is what.
Yeah.
Tammy said meat pie has a red sauce instead of gravy. Jerry said he's got veggies on the bowl, but only had the center burner on, so I'm not getting a bowl. Uh-oh. Hey, Mishi.
Hey, Mishi.
Miss C says she put chicken thigh in the Ronco rotisserie, broccoli, corn in the twin pan that sits on top, all cooks at the same time. Ooh, that sounds good.
I made some teriyaki chicken today.
What I said yesterday. Sorry, go ahead.
I have some leg quarters that I cut up and just put it on the pot and with some teriyaki sauce, some red pepper flakes, and just let it simmer. It was good.
Let's see here. Let me scroll back up. Monty said yesterday she brought it to a boil, turned hers down, ended up turning it off an hour later, and I was like, what the heck? We ate at 9:30. Zach says, hey, y'all. Hello, Zach. Lisa said her meat pie doesn't have red sauce, but you can get it with the gravy. Kimberly said when she was young, she had an interesting version of pigs in the blanket. Hot dogs slit, stuffed with cheese, and wrapped in bacon. Ooh, yum. Bacon makes almost anything taste better. And cheese with it? Yeah.
That's what I had for lunch. For dinner yesterday was bacon.
Bacon! Bojan said it's 2.65 inch circular needles, 4.5 millimeter.
I'm gonna do one more row because now it seems it's short.
Hey, Robert. No, he said, is that Ronco guy still around? I remember the hair in a spray can. Mishi says, hello, Masi. Oh, okay, Lisa sent me a picture so we can see what meat pie looks like. Well, let me pull it up. Oh, yeah, okay. I have seen that. I have not had one, but I have seen that. Kind of, yeah. That does look pretty tasty, though. Alrighty, set that back over here. Woo. Mishi says, got y'all turned down. Major headache. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I've got... I haven't had the headache kick in yet, but I'm sure it will because it's allergy season. So I've been trying to Make sure I take the Zyrtec and. Well, once it gets that first day that it gets windy and starts blowing that pollen all around and everything has started blooming, you just gotta build up the meds in the system.
Mm-hmm.
Benadryl at night to help me sleep. Dry it all up. Everybody is saying hi to each other. Okay, Bojan said nope. It's 2 needles. Both are 65 inches long, and the size of the needles are 4 millimeter. I got you. Wow, that's going to be... So, did you...
The needles are 65 inches long?
So, did you, pack it full on there? So, are you getting... So, I see what you're saying. So, you may have a really big blankie. Lisa said, sorry to disturb what you're doing. Just thought you'd like to see what we have. Oh, not disturbing me at all.
I think because it's still got a little give, but I don't think it's gonna curl the book up when I put it on.
Mm-hmm. Did you go back and add one more? Or did you leave it?
I took 3 out, but I'm thinking that I don't know if you could see it. That it is. I'm gonna do a couple more rows and see how, if it pulls it out more. See how it's just a little sliver here. It's even on top now.
But you're also going to pull it a little when you put the single crochet. And you wanted it to be tight. But the only thing I could foresee is it's going to pull it right there, but will it pull it all the way across once you put it in there? So, say, scoof it over to the middle of the book. Like right there, when you get to that section, is it going to slow it back down? I mean, is it going to draw it back in? Or is it going to stay where you want it to stay? Because if you're not going to like it, then you may as well go ahead.
I'm going to do a couple more rows.
When you laid it flat like that, I can't see the book. But you can see it live and in person. So if you think that it's going to bug you, go back and add one more.
No,
but Lisa said it looks good to her. Yeah, from what I can see, it looks good.
I think it's going to be okay. Because the other one that I thought was nice and even on both sides here, when I kept on going, it ended up with that
getting wider.
So maybe once I do a couple more rows, I'll actually see what it's going to look like.
Let's see. Bonnie is asking what we're making. Well, Nancy is making a book cover. Hey, Susan.
Using the half double crochet. Hi, Susan.
And I'm making a washcloth. I'll flip it around here. There's my washcloth with a little scrubby yarn mixed in.
And I'm using the Premier puzzle yarn. I'm not sure which colorway it is. It's just a leftover ball from when I did a cardigan a few years ago. So it has a bunch of different colors in it and different, so it'll give it some interest. I'm not saying that a solid color won't look pretty, but I thought I'll try with this first. Like I said, I wanted to do it with this color. That's pretty for springtime.
See, I've got some sock weight, some heavy, or like a thicker 2, like 3 weight DK. So I'm thinking I might could use one of those and have enough to do a book cover. Susan, I am using half double crochet. Well, hey, Lori, welcome in. She says, hi, long time no see. Been super busy lately.
Hi, Lori.
Welcome in.
I was going to show you something else what you can do with this cover since it's crochet, right? Hold on, let me get my arsenal of stitch markers. You can add your stitch markers on the cover.
Yeah, that's what it's in here. Plus 2, because it's the half double, you got that extra loops on the front. You can hook it in. Yes.
So it could be your crochet planning book. You get.
Some little stitchy markers.
Mhm.
Oh, good idea. Hey, Samantha, welcome in.
And I'm here, just making the idea up as I go. Hey, Samantha. You can also add a pen loop to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Much easier with crochet than sewing because you have to add all that stuff beforehand when you're sewing it all around. But with crochet, you can easily add it afterwards.
This has absolutely nothing to do with that, but you said pen, which made me think notebook, which made me think, okay, so today at work, one of the guys, one guy moved, and so one of the other guys took over his position. So
Mm-hmm.
he was cleaning out the office and moving stuff around, and he's like, "There's just a bunch of stuff in here." He's like this right here, and it's a little notebook. It's like this big, and it had like a really hard cover, and it had
Uh-huh.
like, I mean, it's like one of those free samples that printing companies send out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what, but it's got their little logo on the front. But it's like, and then the inside has like lined paper, and it's like a brownie color, like a pale brown. So it looks like the recycled paper. But I mean,
Or the craft
the outside
paper.
of it the outside of it is really thick, almost like a chipboard. I mean, it's really thick. And
Mm-hmm.
then it's got like a little elastic thing on the side with a little pin, and then an elastic band that goes around it to keep it from flapping open. He's like this. What do I need this for? Do you want it? I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
do. Thank you. Bye bye. But I was like, I could take my little sticker, my little bee sticker, and stick it right on the front of it, and
Yeah.
then it will no longer be. It'll be mine.
Be
So I
mine.
stuck it in my purse. Yep. Ha-ha. It's gonna be creative, and it went right in my purse. Yes, it did. It
Awesome.
didn't even get. It didn't even get laid down on my desk. It went straight in the purse because I always need paper and a pen, and I'm always taking the notebook out of my purse, like the one that was in my purse is not in my purse. It's right here.
I used to
Samantha,
have one
we
in my
are
purse, but
working. Do what?
I said I used to have one in my purse, but it got filled up and I pulled it out, but I haven't how you call it? Because it's a fabric covered one that I made
Mhm.
to match with the beetle bug, the
Mhm.
VW bug. And
Yep.
what I had is I sewn some papers in it. So what I've done about 3 times already is unstitch the paper that was in there, staple it, and put it away because there's a bunch of ideas and notes, and then add some new paper in it. But I haven't done that because I rarely go out now. So
Let's see. Miss Samantha says, "What are we working on?" I am working on a dishcloth. I just finished mine up. I folded it up. I did my little tester. This is how I test all my washcloths. I don't measure. I just fold it up, and this side is the same as that side. This is how I do it. Well, I
got
didn't do a good
another
job folding it
idea.
that time, but there you go. That's how I do it. That's how I test. Makes a perfect little triangle. No overlapping. So we are good to go. So that one's done. So I'm gonna.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan, and Cindy said she's got to head out. So thank you for joining us, Miss Cindy.
Bye, Cindy. Lulu.
Take care, everyone. Have a blessed upcoming weekend. Bojan sent me a picture on what he is knitting. Alrighty, let me grab it. Oh, I see. Okay, first I'm going to show you this one because this one is beautiful. Look at that. You can see
Wow.
my face. It's nice. Turn. Y'all can see my reflection in my phone. Nobody wants to see that angle. Trust me when I say that. See? Y'all got to quit now. And if I do it that way, you see the light on the camera. Does it do that every week and I just didn't notice? Probably. Oh, that's gorgeous, Bojan. Absolutely gorgeous. See, at least in that one, I'm hiding. I'm hiding in the stitches. Okay, but here's the one that he doesn't know how many stitches he cast on. Yeah, I could totally see why. Look at that. That is a lot of stitches.
I hope you have enough yarn to finish it.
Yeah, I can't help you with that. That is a lot.
Is
So the
is that
circular.
Bojan, is that your first time using blanket yarn? I'm curious.
Nice. Samantha says, am I tired? Oh, a little bit, Miss Samantha. It's been a long day. It has been a long day. And Miss Nancy is working on a book cover. Samantha says she is getting Dot's crochet hooks next week. Awesome. You'll have to let us know how you like them.
Hey, Cricket.
I have not tried the Dots hooks yet. Welcome in, Miss Cricket. And Bojan says, yes, it is, Nancy. I'll have to. It's over here. All right, y'all. We got ads. They're going to be coming up here in just a minute. And after the ads, we'll do our Jeopardy question. And as y'all know, I always tell you if I got it right or wrong. I took a guess and I got it wrong. I didn't have a clue. It was a total guess.
I have several projects half done on my desk right now. I started the cow for my niece, the one with white with espresso yarn. I'm liking the Premier parfait. It's similar. It's similar to the Dollar Tree chenille, but thicker. So it'll make for a bigger toy than the chenille. And they have a lot of nice colors too. But I only got white, black, pink, light blue, and the what they call espresso, which is real dark brown. They have a lighter brown, but they were out of stock. Which is the one I wanted to get, but I wasn't gonna pay double shipping. Get this yarn and then order it when it comes in and pay shipping again.
Right. Okay, so Bojan said he has 6 of those and he ordered 8 more, 220 yards, hoping that I will have enough. You may have made that way wider than you think you made it. Because it's a very thick yarn.
Yeah.
Samantha said, how many chains did you use for your washcloth? Okay, so for this one here, Samantha, I did a chain of 22, and then I worked into the half doubles. I worked in the third chain over, so I have a total of 20 across. But I did a starting chain of 22.
Don't ask me because I've frogged it 3 times already.
So that's what I did with that one. And then this one, because it's just going to be a scrubby, so I did a chain of 17, and then I'm going to go into my third chain from the hook and have a total of 15.
Okay.
Just because I don't think I'd have enough of this to do, which I might, but I usually make my scrubbies all different sizes, but I usually make them a little bit smaller than the washcloths, mainly because the scrubby yarn costs more. I did not get that.
When it comes to the notebook, it depends on your yarn and your hook and your notebook. I think it's right. I'm glad I kept it because it's right to the top. So when I do the single crochet around, it'll give it that extra wiggle room.
Good deal.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
glad
going
I
to
did
go in
that
the
because
back
I wouldn't have liked
pocket.
it the way it was before when it was big. If you see the small notebooks that I make with the removable notepads, I make those exactly the height of the notepad. The people that I've watched the tutorials on, they add like a quarter inch or a half an inch or whatever. I can't stand that. I don't know how everybody else feels it, but I want my notebooks to be the height of the actual notepad.
Same. And Bojan said the pattern that I sent shrinks and he knits really tight. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna be doing the same pattern again with the cables or the raised section. That makes sense.
Out of blanket yarn? Oh my.
That'll be squishy thick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look, it's already on his fourth change of color.
Woohoo.
Good
Sitting
luck,
here looking, I was
Bojan.
like, I muted myself. I muted myself while I go to cough, and then I was sitting here. I was like, did I unmute myself? I did. It's like that would have, yeah, that would have been something I would do though. So there's that. Darcy said, back from the ads, now back to the bushes. Yep. In 2 minutes, I'm gonna drop the Jeopardy question. No, we didn't do one last week because I was running behind. But we got one for today. And like I said, I did not know what it is. The category is musical theater or something to that effect.
Cats.
I can tell you that that is the incorrect answer because that was my guess.
Oh, really? That's the only
That's your hint. That is your hint for the night. That is not the correct answer. That was my guess, and it was incorrect.
that's the only musical I've actually seen in person. They came to Tallahassee when I was in college there,
Mm-hmm.
but I had nosebleed seats, so the cats looked like they were 1 inch tall. And then I got the listen to this. This is how far back that I've seen it. Then I bought the VHS so I could actually see what they were doing. The music at the theater, the music was nice, but it was hard to see that they're this big and they're dancing and stuff.
Yep.
But it was an experience.
And Samantha, I think that's what she was saying. How many changes did you do for the book cover? And that's what Nancy was saying. You just you chain it out and make it a little bit longer than your book, because once you turn and start working in your chains, it's gonna draw it up just a little bit. So like
Yeah,
Nancy did at the beginning, she worked it out and it was a little bit wide. She did 3 or 4 rows, and it was a little bit longer than she wanted it to be. So she frogged it out and took out a couple of chains. So it's just trial and error, because it's gonna, like she was saying, it depends on what size book you have and what yarn you're using and what size crochet hook you're using.
mm-hmm.
So see how she's got it there, Samantha? When you lay it down on top of the book, you want it to be the same width or the height of the book. Yep. Alrighty, y'all. Let me go grab the question, or the answer. This is Jeopardy,
It's
y'all.
hard.
Okay, so the category is musical theater inspirations, and the answer is the title of this musical that opened on Broadway in 1964 was inspired by a Marc Chagall painting. So if you know
I
who
don't.
that is, if you know who Marc Chagall is, then you're probably going to get this correct. I do not. I am not up to snuff on my
Someone's
artisticness.
about to take some of my trail mix.
Uh-oh. Did he already eat all his?
Probably. That's why he's over here.
And
He's
y'all
taking
know
the whoppers
Googling.
out of it.
Just take a wild guess and see if you get it right. Because that's what I always do. No Googling. Okay, so we got a Les Mis. We got a Chicago.
No, I think I found one more.
Look, he's taking the whoppers out. Look at it. There he goes. He took my whopper.
I haven't had Whoppers in a long time.
But
Crafty Annie, what year?
they're full of
1964.
fudge.
They're full of fudge, he said.
And they're not Whoppers. They're
I
Milk
said
Duds.
whoppers. Huh?
I was gonna say maybe they're Milk Duds, but Milk Duds would have caramel. We've got a Guys and Dolls, a Fiddler on the Roof. I haven't had Whoppers in a long time. You know they make the Whopper eggs. Maybe I need to get some of those since it's Easter.
You know what
Tank
they're
Fiddler on
selling?
the Roof?
I don't know if they have them everywhere, but I saw it on a Walgreens commercial. They have lemon flavored Kit Kats. I know you don't like lemon,
Mm.
or do you like lemon? I know somebody
Kim,
doesn't like lemon.
I'm not a big fan of lemon, but it's okay. Yarn for a Smile Yarntopia, that's Miss Kim. Can't stay, I'm headed to bed, but wanted to pass out some thumbs and hugs. Well, thank you for popping in.
Oh,
So, you added
she-
Yarntopia, right? Because it
Mm.
was just Yarn for a Smile. I like it.
I follow vidIQ, and he was in the chat today, and she shared her I guess a review or something, and they showed her review on their live.
Oh, nice. Kimberly said she had the eggs at her party and she ate them all. I thought somebody had them recently. That's what made me think of them. Then Nancy said Whoppers again.
Well, I don't know. I just know it's a big old ball with chocolate on the outside. I don't know which one it was.
It's got chocolate on that. Whopper have the malted stuff on the inside. I have to be in the mood for them.
Gotcha.
But I like Milk Duds too. And I really like the Cadbury cream eggs. And I bought one the other day.
Oh,
And then I thought about it last night because I was like, I haven't eaten that yet, which means that it's still in a bag somewhere. Bonnie said, I'd like to have a Whopper from Burger King, but we don't have one. Ooh, I hadn't had Burger King in a long time either. I like their Whoppers.
Yeah, we have Whoppers. But this weekend when we came out from after the pool, we went to Burger King and got the double cheeseburgers. They were $1.99 a piece. So everybody had double cheeseburgers.
Bye, Missy. She said, Elmo's here. Gotta go get my giddy gown on. Night all. Good night. Thank you so much for coming and hanging with us. Ooh, Tank said she used to order a patty melt at Whataburger. I haven't had a patty melt in a long time either. Bonnie said, I love their onion rings. Oh, and yeah, now Burger King got some good onion rings. I will agree with you there. I agree. Tank says, and now we don't do fast food. I do, but not as much as I used to. Now, I still eat out, but I don't eat out at the fast food restaurants as much. But, like, I'll still eat out, but we'll go to, on Mondays? Yeah, Mondays at O'Charlie's, you can get if you get it to go, you have to do it for the curbside pickup, but you can get chicken tenders and a side. So I usually get the chicken tenders, mashed potatoes, and a drink for $5. Tank said, I'm falling asleep. Good night, all. Good night, Tank. Thank you for coming.
Tank.
But if you go inside, you can get their lunch special, which is the same exact thing, but it's $9.99. I'm going to get the $5 deal, and y'all can bring it to my car. So, yeah. Yep. Crafty Annie says, did we learn the answer yet? Not yet. I will drop it here in 4 minutes.
Look at this, Miss
Give
Pam.
everybody a
You have
chance.
29 watching and 29 thumbs up.
Yay! Woohoo! Thanks, y'all. I will drop the answer at 9:15. Tank says, I know, but Bonnie, it takes me 20 minutes to get there. I know, right? That's the southern goodbye, y'all. You got to say goodbye, then you got to stand at the door and chit-chat for about another 5 or 10 minutes and say goodbye some more before you actually get out the door.
The same thing with Hispanics. If we're at a restaurant, we'll get up and walk outside to the front door and say bye for a few more minutes. And then we
stand in the
walk
parking
towards the
lot.
cars and keep on saying bye for a few more minutes. And then we're inside the cars saying bye for a few more minutes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And now as we're driving away, we'll say bye for a few more minutes.
Yep. Sorry, y'all. I'm counting to see if my stitch count has changed. I don't think it has, but I never actually counted it the first time.
I was supposed to edit a video for Jay to upload to his channel today, but last night my legs kept waking me up, and I had to keep on standing up in order for the because I had getting Charlie horses.
Oh, those suck so bad.
So I had to get up each time because it didn't matter which way I turned my leg, it wouldn't go away. I had to get up and walk. And then I go back to bed. And then a few minutes later, it's like depending on which angle I move my leg. So most of the night, I'm here trying not to move my legs, and that's uncomfortable too.
Yep. Oh wait, let's see. Crafty Annie said she read the other day that Burger King is going out of business. Then in a few years they may rebrand and open under a different name. I haven't heard that, but that don't mean it's not happening.
Our Burger King just finished their remodel.
I did read about Joann's. Now Joann's has filed bankruptcy, but it's the type of bankruptcy where they're just restructuring, not closing. So y'all still shop at Joann's, still buy your stuff from Joann's, still go to them and frequent them, so that they can stay in business.
Yeah.
Bonnie says, "Oh, they better not close before I can get to one and have a Whopper." But yeah, y'all keep shopping at Joann's. Keep buying them. Let them know that you want them to stay, especially if that's the only craft store in your area.
Yeah.
Because they don't have. A lot of areas don't have multiple ones. Like for me, the closest store to me, craft-wise store, is a Hobby Lobby. And I mean, that's 30 minutes away ish. And then, I mean, to get to Joann's and Michael's, it takes me about an hour to get to either or one of each. So I don't shop at them as much as I shop at Hobby Lobby just because it's not as close to me. But if you have one that's close by and it's within your budget, or if you want to do an order from them.
I did order online for them to get some yarn.
Do what?
I did order from Michael's and Joann's to get yarn online, since they're over an hour away from me.
Mm-hmm.
The only place I have locally to buy yarn is Walmart. And our Walmart has a good selection, so
Well, that's good. My Walmart yarn selection is kind of poop, but and it could be because we do have the Hobby Lobby now, so they did shrink down the craft section at our Walmart. So that could.
Yeah, our craft section at Walmart is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 aisles, and they're
Oh
long
wow!
too.
Oh wow! Bojan said muscle relaxers help with Charlie horses. My son used to get them when he was really young, and I'd have to like up his intake of bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Potassium helps with leg cramps, but yeah. But yeah, when you get them, especially if you get multiple ones, like the first one, I'm okay with. I'm not okay with it, but I can stand the pain, get up, walk around, work it out. But when you
Uh-huh.
get two back to back, oh my goodness gracious.
Mine was 5 times last night, and then at 9 o'clock this morning, I couldn't get up. I had to get Jay to help me up
Yeah, because that muscle's sore.
because it was on both legs.
Oh
So
my
I'm here
goodness.
trying to push to get up, and I couldn't.
Crafty Annie said closest joint for her is 45 minutes. Same for Hobby Lobby and Michael's. But they are opening a Michael's about 10 minutes away soon. Woohoo! Jerry said sad over Del Taco, Burger King, not so much. And Crafty Annie says, yep, potassium supplements do help for leg cramps. We don't have a Del Taco either, but I was super bummed when Taco Bell started pulling out my favorite stuff off the menu. Taco Bell, you need to fix that. We had that conversation here a couple weeks ago, I think.
Crafty Annie, I was taking supplements, but I ran out. That's probably why they came out back with a vengeance.
Crafty Annie said, yeah, it's not the same at Taco Bell. I know. I want to say we had a Del Taco when I was in South Carolina, but I haven't had one in a long time. Seems like no, it wasn't Del Taco. It was something different. I was thinking there was something we saw last weekend. I can't remember what it was called. It was something taco, but it wasn't Del Taco, I don't think. So, Jerry, did they close Del Tacos? All of them, or just the one near you? Crafty Annie said, yep, she tries to keep them around because she has a lot of leg cramps. Yeah, they took Taco Bell took away my Pepsi Melt, took away my empanada, my caramel apple empanada. They need to bring those two things back.
Do we need to open our own taco adjacent store with everything that they took out?
Yes. The caramel empanada. Yes. Crafty Annie says, OMG, I was mad about the Mexican Melt. Yes, me too. And for a while, I could still get it because you would have to just order the cheesy burrito and just have them add the pico and some meat. And then they go and get rid of the pico. What the heck, man? How you going to be a Mexican restaurant and have pico? I know it's a fast food Mexican restaurant, but it's still Mexican. You got to have the pico. You got tomatoes. You got onions. Chop it all up. Throw it in a bowl.
Yeah, they have all the ingredients.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she said it was the only thing she ordered for years. Me too. Jerry says they had a big time storm. Oh, they have a big time storm, lightning, thunder, and raining. The dogs are not happy. And Crafty Annie said, nope, no pico. I did tomatoes and sour cream. It was the nasty cilantro in the pico. Yeah, I'm not crazy about cilantro, but I used to get it without the pico, but then I got to where I just give it to me. I like it all. I don't mind it now.
I like cilantro.
I like a little bit of cilantro. Our Mexican restaurant, depending on who's making it, not Taco Bell, but like the Mexican restaurant, depends on who's making it as to who puts the amount in it. But I usually just get them to I get the steak gym nachos, throw me some pico on top, and sometimes it'll have big old leafy pieces of cilantro, and sometimes it'll
No,
be all
I
tiny
chop
diced.
mine finely.
Yep, and sometimes it'll be.
When I do
Noe
my
says, I want to
salsa,
know why Taco Bell doesn't make chimichangas, right?
when I do my salsa, I cut it all nice and small. I don't like big chunky salsa.
Kimberly says, I haven't eaten today. Y'all are killing me. Sorry. And I just realized we just
We're giving you ideas, Kimberly.
we flew right past 9:15. All right, y'all. So the Jeopardy category again was musical theater inspirations. And the answer was the title of this musical that opened on Broadway in 1964 was inspired by a Marc Chagall painting. And the question is, dun, 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 what is Fiddler on the Roof? So those of you that said Fiddler on the Roof, you are correct, Mundo.
I didn't know who that Marc Chagall guy was either.
Me either. I just took a guess and it was wrong. Crafty Eddie said, when I worked at Taco Bell back in the 80s, we made the pico fresh every day, cooked and fried the beans, hand shredded the lettuce and cheese every morning, etc. Yes, and they got rid of the beans. You can't get a little container of the beans with the cheese melted on top anymore either. Bonnie says she had tacos for dinner tonight. They got them at a taco truck, steak, cilantro, and onions. Love them. Sounds yummy. Crafty Annie said that's the only one she ever saw. Cool. I have not seen Fiddler on the Roof, not live and in person. I have seen Cats, but I have not seen Fiddler.
My sister-in-law took us to a taco truck here in town, and it was delicious. And we drove by the other day, and they moved. And she's like, they've been there for years. What happened? So she's like, I need to see where they moved to, because it's one of those it's a taco truck, but it's stationary, where they put the carports, so you with tables and chairs under.
Yeah.
And she goes, I've been going there for years. What happened? I mean, like, I wanted some more of those tacos. They were good.
We've been having more and more food trucks pop up around here. I like them. See, Bonnie says she is from Chicago, moved here from Branson. You know, I have not had a good taco in a long time. Or pizza or a hot dog. Oh no. Okay, I'm hooked on the thing. Annie said she was 9 years old when she saw Fiddler on the Roof and was about 13 when I understood it. Bonnie said, yep, the taco truck is the best there. Karen said they have food trucks every Friday at Lowe's.
Ooh.
We've got a new one that popped up. He's selling barbecue. I've heard he's pretty good. I haven't tried him out yet because he hasn't been up on my end. And we do not have a Chick-fil-A anywhere near us, but we have a Chick-fil-A food truck out of Nashville that will come ever so often to a neighboring town.
My
We've
best
been to ours a couple of times.
My best burger that I've ever had was from a food truck. I mean, like, wow. I've never had a burger like that before or since. It's like, man. See, it's already growing a little bit, so that's okay. Because
you're relaxing your tension.
So it's going to go like this, just a little bit to make the pocket inside. You can see the peeking out on either side, which is okay. It's not as much as it was before. So that's going to be like that. So I don't know if we'll see. I'll keep on going until this ball ends.
Let's see how far you get.
Like I said, either I'll do the flaps on the inside different, or the back of the notebook would be different because you don't see the both sides of the notebook at the same time.
True. True. Bonnie said when she first moved to Branson, if you wanted chicken, you had to go to the grocery store, and now they have a Kentucky Fried. I haven't had KFC in a while. We do have one. Well, it's over near Hobby Lobby, so 25-ish, 30 minutes or so. And Bonnie said, but they've gotten way expensive. Kimberly says she is having a similar lack of yumminess there in Montana. Danny says every time they get a good food truck around here, they open a restaurant and then the food starts to suffer and it's nowhere near as good. Yeah, we had that happen here too. There was a food truck and she had really good business. That's what she did. She opened up the restaurant and then the restaurant didn't stay in business no time, and now I don't see her food truck. So anymore. And there may have been other reasons. I don't know. I never ate at either one. But everybody said her food truck was really, really good. That's why she opened up the restaurant. So, alrighty, we're squared off. Let me take that banner off of there.
I would have been finished by this if I didn't have to frog it twice. Because before,
you don't need fancy stitches.
Before the live, I had frogged it already.
Bonnie said, and don't get me started on Euros. I'd love to have a good one. Okay, we had one place that was so good, and he sold it. And then the people that took it over
going to bed.
Not the same. He was Greek. The guy that had it was he was Greek, or is Greek. And then he has a food truck, but I haven't been able to catch his food truck because if I could, I'd be all over that because his Euros were the bomb diggity. But the people that bought it's just not as good. It's not the same. Welcome back, Zach. Crafty Annie said 4 a.m. comes early. She is heading to bed. Well, thank you for coming and hanging with us.
Well, that's pretty, Pam. Those colors.
Thank you.
It's so springy.
That's what I was saying. That I was gonna say Eastery and springy, and it came out ingy. Eastery. So, Bonnie said she worked for Greeks for 30 years, and she misses the Greek food in Chicago. She worked at a Greek restaurant. Awesome. The best Greek place I had ever eaten at, or the best Euro I ever ate at, was in when we lived in Germany. And it was a small little place, a little hole in the wall. Oh man, it was so good. They had the rack of lamb, and they would just shave it off right there. It would be spinning. Man, it was good. So good. The homemade tzatziki sauce, or however you say it. Yum-alicious. Zach says, I want spring to come and it to stop snowing. Oh, see, we don't have snow right now. Although the first day of spring was like 30 degrees because Mother Nature was like, haha, just kidding. But it was like beautiful last weekend, 70, and then the first day of spring, boom, cold. Today wasn't too bad. Yesterday and today, it got up decent. I think today got close to 70.
Yeah, a couple of days ago it was 50s down here.
But I was I was at work, so I couldn't tell you. Like right now, well, it just went away. I think it just said it was 55. Yep, 55 degrees. Temps to rise on Sunday. Bonnie says, yep, you gotta get them where a Greek owns the place. Exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna look like that.
I like it.
It's fancy. I'm so fancy.
I like it.
I was going to check the temperature here. It is 70. The low this morning was 59. Oh, and next Monday is dropping down to 57. Look at that crazy weather. It goes to 60 to 70, 60 to 80, 54 to 70, and then goes to 78, 82, 82, 82, and 76. Talk about bipolar. Look, 55 down here.
Right. Yep. Garcia said, looking good, Nancy. Kimberly says, very nice, Nancy.
Thank you. I'm going to dehydrate.
Alrighty. So what has everybody got planned for the weekend? Zach said it is a 17 there, but feels like 10. Burr. Burr, 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 burr. Although the other night we did get below freezing because everybody was having to cover up their plants because, you know, the plants were like, yay, spring, because it had gotten warm and everything had started popping up. And then frost. Frost warning. Bonnie said if euros were just lamb, it'd be more than $10. Well, it was 20 plus years ago when I lived in Germany, and it was a rack of lamb. I mean, it was a leg of lamb because you could see it. But yes, I agree. Now it would be more expensive. The one that I went to that was nearby here, it was a beef lamb mixture. Yeah. It was a mix, but it was still really tender and very good. And then, you could also get chicken, or you could get all beef. Bonnie said maybe in Germany they were the ones she worked at. Well, she worked at 4 different ones, just 3 times each because they made her mad and she quit. And they were all beef and lamb at the one she was at. Oh, okay. This place was just a little hole in the wall, but man, it was so good. So good.
Those little small restaurants are usually the best ones.
Mhm. And I like to go back, but I mean, I don't even know if it'd still be open. Just because, unless like somebody in the family kept it. Honey said it's hard to work for Greeks because they scream and they like bad language. I've never worked for them, but I like the food. Do what I do. One that we used to get, like the one I used to go to, his dad he would work there, and they were like, it's a good restaurant based on the amount of grease that's on their shirt. It was good. They were all super nice. Super nice. And they sold the restaurant. And then now they've reopened. I guess I don't know if he got bored or just if it was his plan all along, but now he's got the food truck and he just goes around here and there, sets up his own schedule. But I didn't realize it was him in the food truck. Somebody told me that not long ago, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to find it." Bonnie said, "I just cussed right back at them, and I was a good worker, and they knew it. They didn't want to mess with me too much because they knew it." You just fit right in.
I worked for a contractor one time. Well, I worked for several contractors. There's one guy, he came, he started screaming at me. Like, is nothing I can do to make the change on the other side of the phone. It was, the subcontractor that wasn't doing their job. So what do you want me to do? Go over there and do it for them? So he did that a few times too many, and I got up one time. I had it, and I went outside his office, and I started telling him off. It's like I work already, 60, 80 hours a week, and there's nothing I can do. And I just went off on him. His wife worked on because it was a sort of a loft building. So there was a second the back half was a second story. His wife His wife peers over the stair railing, and she looks at me. She goes, "You go, girl." I couldn't believe she did that. It was like, oh my goodness. I guess she's been wanting to do that herself, but because it's her husband, she didn't feel like she could.
Right.
I'm like, okay. After that, he was. I get there, 8 o'clock in the morning, but I don't leave till like 7, 8 in the afternoon. Especially when we had a lot of projects and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if I did leave at 5 o'clock, I had my laptop with me working at home. Because in 1 year I designed over 200 AT&T stores.
Oh wow!
So you think how many stores that is a week? Is like we had to get those plans out to the printers and then make copies and send them to the subcontractors, and then I had to set up the dumpsters and the accommodations for the superintendents, and it was a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I didn't do was pull the permits because once the superintendents got there, they did all that work. But man, it's a lot of work. And you're like, I'm just one person.
Cricket says they have a wing station there that has a Greek man that runs it. Best food and service I've ever had. Yum. Kimberly's laughing at your story. Sometimes they push your buttons and you just are like, I'm done.
Yeah.
We have a guy at work. He'll say sometimes there's one particular they like to call and they'll get to yelling and he'll be like, well, when you can stop yelling at me, you just give me a call back. Cricket said, does anyone besides her think that they changed the Coca-Cola recipe again and it just tastes like sugar and syrup no matter where I get it from? I don't usually drink Coke, so I'm a bad one to answer on that. I usually drink Dr. Pepper. So I don't know, but I'll have to check it out for you.
Are you talking about at restaurants? Because the restaurants, the drinks come in a box of syrup, which they mix with the carbonation, whatever they call it. Mm-hmm. So it depends on how they do their mix.
But she said it is like that no matter where she gets it. So,
but is it from bottles or restaurants itself? Everywhere. Okay.
I'll have to check it. Bonnie says she drinks Diet Coke and it tastes the same. Noe says I wish they would bring back caffeine-free Dr. Pepper. I know, right? Because I don't like diet. I'm not a big fan of diets, but I used to drink the caffeine-free. And if you go to their website, you can get it. It shows that it's available, but it's only available in certain areas. And when I first moved back to Tennessee, I could get it because they sold it in Arkansas, so I could either go across the border and get it, or there was one store that could order it, but then they haven't been able to get it in a long time. So.
This has a little bit of pink in it.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know if you can see it.
I can see, but I can't see that it's pink, but I can see the brownie color, like a pale brown. Is it like a pale pink with it?
Yes, like where my thumb is, it's like a pale pink right there.
Huh.
Yeah, you can see there.
Cool. So, Miss Nancy, what have you got going on your channel this weekend?
This weekend, tomorrow, we have the Craft With Me weekly challenge where we're going to be working with some alcohol markers. So we're going to do different projects. I'm going to do some stamping. I'm going to do some bookmarks, and we'll see how much we can get done at in the time, because I don't want to go too long either.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we're on a roll and I want to finish the project. It always happens that way. There's basically the front, because this will be under, right?
Mm-hmm.
About
And
there.
how much do you have left? I think maybe you might have enough.
I think so.
You might not have enough to do the border, but I think you'll have enough to
But
maybe.
I could probably do a solid or something on the border. But it grew more. Remember, it was right at the size of the notebook.
Uh-huh.
Here's the notebook, right? It's gone that much above and that much below already. So keep, if once you do a couple rows and it looks tight, keep doing a few more rows before you pull it out, because it does grow. You see, look, it's weird. But I'm liking it.
It's looking good. And Cricket said her McDonald's in town today. She had a Coke, and everybody said about the same thing about it not tasting good. Ours, I've gotten, they'll hand me a Dr. Pepper sometimes, and I'll look at it, and I'll be like, nope. It's clear. It looks like Sprite. No. That is not. Bonnie said, that's weird. Yeah, well, Bonnie, I don't know about, maybe they do there, but I don't work at the one here, but I would be surprised if they do that. But they might. But yeah, ours, yeah, they may supposed to.
Well, they have to check their machines too. The ratio of the syrup to the rest of it, the mixture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just a tad bit would make it yuck.
Yep. Well, hey, Kelly. Miss I bring it every
Hi,
day.
Kelly.
And Karen said, yep, they may need to have their machine check. Yep. Cricket said, same thing there. Theirs has gone downhill. And I know some of the McDonald's are corporate owned and some of them are franchisees.
Yeah.
And that may make a difference if they're owned by the corporate or if they're owned by a franchise. Because I did not know until a while. Well, it's been a little bit now, but it hasn't been that long ago. If it's owned by a corporate, they have to go by the advertised price. If it's owned by a franchisee, they don't. So, like, when McDonald's was having the 99-cent drinks, if it was owned by a franchisee, they did not have to honor the 99-cent drink. That's why it says at participating locations.
Yep.
So if that franchisee did not want to do it, they could still charge you the,
full
$1.98, $2.98, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case may be. So if you went to one and got your 99-cent any size drink, and then you went to the next one that was owned by a franchise owner. And the only reason I knew that is because one opened on the other side of town, and it was owned by a franchisee, and he did not honor those type prices.
Oh yeah, Karen's dad used to work for Coke.
Mm-hmm.
She said that they might have the mixture wrong. That's what I said. The because it's not it doesn't come from one box.
Mm-hmm.
The syrup is in one box, and then they have the other stuff that they mix in. That comes out of the fountain drink.
Yep, the syrup mixes with that carbonated water.
Yeah,
Which is gross, I think, if you drink it without the syrup in it.
it
To
is.
me, that's like, ugh. And some people drink it, like the sparkling water. Ugh.
Well,
It tastes
the darker drinks you can tell when it runs
Oh yeah.
out. But when
Yeah,
it's
you hand me a Dr. Pepper, I can tell you real quick if it don't have enough stuff in it before I even take a drink. I'll be like, nope.
But the Sprite, when it runs out, you can't tell. That is the
true.
nastiest drink ever.
Oh, I'll be like, yeah, this is not good. Let's see. Cricket said the best McDonald's she was ever at was in Oklahoma, and it stretched across the highway. They said it was the biggest one in the U.S. Karen said when they do too much CO2, it's bad and you can get sick. Oh, really? I just know it tastes gross. Ugh. Like, as soon as I put it in my mouth, I'm like, nope. Well, usually I can see it, like if the Dr. Pepper, but if I happen to, like, take a swig, nope. Like, you can just give me something else.
Because back in the day, that's all I drank was Sprite. Oh my goodness, when they didn't know that they had run out of the syrup.
Ugh.
Oh, that's the worst sip of drink you ever had.
Kimberly said she's been to that McDonald's many times. To Miss Cricket. Cool. Figured I'd finish up another one of these little scrubbies.
You just
And y'all
pumping
don't
them
forget to
out.
send me pictures of your work. BeeCreativeCrafts1@gmail.com. Let me know how you want me to label your picture when I do the slideshow. And no, I have not done the slideshow yet for February. I'm still editing. I'm editing. I got busy last weekend. It just didn't happen.
Well,
But it's almost
you were
ready.
putting a shelf together.
It's almost ready. Yeah, I put a shelf together, moved around the room. I got to put the desk together this weekend. Still got to put up stuff, move stuff, rearrange stuff, you know. Let's see, Karen said, Kimberly, got my patterns, getting fabric together to start this week. Not sure which one yet. Oh, awesome.
I got me
Woohoo.
several patterns that I need to go through and see which one I think I'm gonna do the Solomon's the brick. It looks like a brick one. I forgot what I think it's Solomon something or other.
Mm-hmm.
It's one to me. It seems like one of the easier ones. So I don't want to start on one of the harder ones and get discouraged. So I have to go see how much fabric of that I need. The Jericho. Sorry, I said
Did
Solomon.
you get the Jericho too? Did you get the Jericho?
Yeah, I got the Jericho.
Yeah, I got the Jericho. Is that one of the ones you picked for your finale winning?
Yes. I was surprised I got that I was the finale winner.
Cricket says, do you all remember Burger, Chief, and Jeff? I do not. I do not. There's another one. Woohoo! And there's one. There's the other one.
That color's so pretty. The one before that one.
And this one is called Eastern Nova is the color. It's Scrubology cotton. It's 100% cotton. So look at these little scrubby things, because not all of them are 100% cotton, but most of the ones that I have in my stash are 100% cotton.
Okay. I think I have a few of those in my stash.
Let's
And the
see.
other one that you use
Yep,
too.
this one's
I know I
100%
have
cotton.
that one there, but I have it in blue. And I think in pink.
Yep. So this one came from the clearance, but they still sell this. This is Hobby Lobby. This also came from Hobby Lobby clearance, but you can buy it other places too. This is the Sugar and Cream by Lily. And this one is Energetic Pink. Bonnie said, I was making wash rags all last week. I made a bunch for my house and my clients. Cool beans. Kelly says, ooh. Bonnie says, nope, never heard of them. Cool. There's my washcloths that I made today. And while I got y'all flipped around, let me see, where did it go? Right here. I think I got y'all too close. I don't believe you'll be able to see it all. But oh, that's the bad side. It got my tails. Okay. So this is the one that I made. But see how that square is wonky? I know. And the thing is, I mean, it was wonky before I started, but it's because, and I should have done the border on it, but I didn't. And then I just kept going, and I was like, oh, it'll pull itself out and straighten it out. Well, it didn't. So now everything kind of looks twisty. But I mean, I can finagle it and make it work. But I don't want to have to finagle it and make it work. But I'm thinking if I do a round of half double crochet like that, then it'll stay
Square.
What I'm trying to decide is if I want to do, because right now I've got it from my corner to corner. Like if I count the corner, that's 1, and to the other side would be 9. But 1 and 9 is also 1 and 9 on the other side. So my corner one would have 2 stitches in it, one going this way and then the one going this way. So I'm trying to decide if that's going to tug it in too much. So I may just want to go 9 and then do a chain 1 and then do another stitch and do 9. Haven't decided.
And that's the dilemma designers have.
Yeah. But this
What will
one
work and
here,
what won't.
let me scroochy doochy over here like so. Nope, that was too dark. Let's scooch it this way. There we go. Okay, so this center square, which is the same as this one, is a corner to corner moss stitch. I'll pull it out so y'all can see the stitches. So I mean it stretches. So that I think is going to be my center. Even though I really do like the granny square we did a couple weeks ago with the sedge stitch, I really like it a lot. But it's a lot bigger. It's a whole lot bigger. Which makes my squares a lot bigger. So then I went into the sedge stitch, which is this next round. And then these rounds here is the lemon peel. And then my outer edge, I went back to the sedge stitch. And I may switch it off and do a different around the edge. I don't know. But I liked these textured ones because to me it mimicked quilting.
Yeah, like you quilted the fabric.
Angela.
Good night, Angela.
Enjoy being in the live. Have a good night. Y'all stay safe. You too. But yeah. So once I figure out how I want to do it, then I will did I do that right? Yeah, I guess I did. Once I figure it out, then I'll yeah. I was just in here looking, and I'm like, should I have taken that on up? Hope you can't see that, but I didn't. I did it right. But I've got it all figured out as far as my color scheme. I've got enough of these, I think, to make a whole blanket. Then I'll just have to figure out how I want to stitch it all together. Darcia says, good night all. Have an early day tomorrow. Good night. We're going to be heading out in about 4 minutes. Cricket said, good night, everyone. Meds are kicking in. I hear you. Yep, we got about 4 or 5 minutes left, and then we're going to be heading out as well. Guess I'll turn my camera back around.
It's so
if anybody wants to go live, let me know, and we'll do a little crafty raid over to your place. Or a B raid, BeeCreative raid. Turning my camera. Ta-da! But here's what this one looks like. But see, I don't like how that square is not straight. And this is also the nature of a granny square. I mean, a lot of times they will curl or curve. I don't want it to curve. I want it to not curve. I want it to stay squared. So
this is what it's gonna look like. It's already half. So I might have enough to do the flaps because this is where it's at on the back. And I still have. So I might be able to do the flaps. That's how it looks.
I like that. Kimberly said it's still pretty. Well, thanks, Kimberly. See, this one I didn't finish. I didn't do the last rounds because I didn't have the color I wanted. And then, see, in this one I did around a half double because I was going to mix it in with this one. But then I decided I wanted something a little more textured. I wanted it to look quilty. And quilty's got the little quilty tufts and stuff. So that's where that came from. And Kimberly says, very cool, Nancy. Yes. Well, y'all, I believe we're going to head out. I thank y'all so very much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. I hope y'all have enjoyed working on the half double crochet. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next week. It'll be half double. As far as what project I'm going to make, I don't know. But I figured we had already made a washcloth with each of the other stitches, so I thought a washcloth would be good for tonight. And then last week, we did the little square, the little log cabin square. So, yeah. Bonnie says, good night, ladies in chat. Nighty-night.
Yeah, I have mine, but I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere. Who knows? I've been rearranging and rearranging.
Those that don't know, anytime somebody says who knows and we say Miguel, that's because that's the name of his channel. If y'all don't know Miguel with who knows, just go check him out. He's a super sweet guy, and he might be lurking. He lurks a lot of times in the lives, just like we all do. All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a fantastic night. Whoop, get back over here. Y'all have a fantastic night. Remember, be creative, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.
Later, guys.